Ooh. What book is that?
Secrets of the Snow.
What are the secrets? I want to know.
No, I can't read it.
Guys. Hello. Can you see a hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's wiggling.
Crazy Logan. Can you guys see Bob behind me? Bob's got a hat that's making a statement.
Okay.
Mine's a little spider-man.
Just stay there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Bob's on TV.
Anybody get their hats? Logan's got a hat.
Yep.
There we go. Chris has one.
You might say mine's a little spidey to you. Hey, Master Burns, was it Crazy Hat Day today?
Oh, there's Spider-Man hat.
I literally got a spider on it.
I sent an email out last week. Uh-oh, Logan's got one.
Because Spider-Man.
Logan's got the craziest hat.
Spider.
It could definitely be Scarlett's.
Logan has Spider hat.
I think the goggles day too.
That's me. Hi, Master Burns.
Oh my gosh, Master Daddy Cheese.
Oh my.
Hold on.
Friend Daddy's hat.
Bob's hat.
I like that. Oh, that's a crazy weird hat.
Yeah. That's a big hat there.
You have chicken.
I think that's
Chicken.
Oh,
something.
Mine will eat your chicken hat.
Master Barnes, you're
Not
recording.
a spider.
got Master Coughlin, another prescription guy. So I'm going to ask you guys all to listen for just a moment. First of all, thank you for joining us on the first day of Crazy Hat Week. What did I do with my? Here it is. I got my list right here. So remember, what's the what month is it here in karate? Who knows? Anybody? Attitude. That's right. This week we're talking about attitude in people. And what I'd like to, and we talked a little bit about attitude and how it affects your success. How do you think attitude affects the way people look at you? Anybody? What do you think, Abiram?
The way you behave and see the world.
That's right. That's our definition. So it has a big impact on how people view you, right? Has anybody ever been around somebody who was always complaining and, right? People like that, they're no fun to be around. And that's partially because they've got a bad attitude and it weighs heavily on you. It's nice to be around people with a good attitude, who are happy, right? So how are you guys doing in terms of keeping your spirits up and having a good attitude during this restriction?
Good, sir.
Are we hanging in?
Working on it.
Okay. Now,
Master Barnes, your hats help. My spirit is high today.
your spirit is high. That's because anybody with goggles like that has to be feeling pretty good about themselves, right? She went down at World War I from a plane, and so here's the deal. Here's the deal. We're gonna incorporate our hats, and for those of you who didn't see, my assistant Bob
Hey, we're matching.
is very well, not quite, because he's very much against Corona,
Well, yeah, but
right? Luke,
What?
you talk too much. Have I ever told you that?
yes, sir.
Yeah, I have. Okay.
What?
So, hold on a second now. I've got to do a couple things. I'm going to mute you guys. I'm going to take the screen for myself. I'm going to mute you guys.
Does this work as a hat? Do you like Cooper's hat?
You are now officially muted. Okay. So now I'm going to move Bob. Come on, Bob. Let's get out of here. Okay. Now, thank you, sir. There. Good. Everybody face here. Cheerio. Now, generally, it's difficult to show respect. When you're showing respect, you're supposed to take your hat off. we're actually going to give ourselves a pass on that this week. And we're going to use these hats. All right? Now, rule number 1. When we're using the hats, unless the drill requires you to take it off, the hat has to stay on your head. Masters Coughlin and Vendetti and Mr. Zachariah are going to be watching. If your hat falls off, or if it's about to fall off and you grab it, you're going to get a push-up, okay? So, everybody face here. Trip. Jumi, step out, ready position. Good. Okay, we're going to do some hat stuff, but let's just do some jumping jacks really quickly because that's the first test of how well our hats fit. We'll just do 25 jumping jacks. So everybody stays together, counting with me. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Great
24.
job, Shiloh.
Okay, my hat's still on. This is going to require us to take our hats off. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hat off. And you're going to put it on this side. What we're going to do is we're going to go over, we're going to bend this leg, bring our feet together, and then come back, and then we'll go back to the other side, okay? So just do it a few times. So with me, this foot first. Ready? Begin. Over, up, over, and down. You are not allowed to drop it. So now, over, reach down and bend over until you can get it. Over and down. That's 2. Over and up. Over.
Vincent, what are you doing? Keep moving.
3. Over and up. And over and down. That's 4. This does not have to be a hat. I saw Colin Wolf didn't have a hat. If he didn't have time, grab a pillow for this. Okay? 2 more. Over and up. Over and down. We got 1 more. Over and up. And over and down. Good. Okay, now this time, put your hat in the middle of the floor. Mr. Anzalati is going to have trouble with this because his hat's about 8 feet tall. We're going to hop back and forth over them, okay? For some of you, this will be easier, and others it'll be harder. I'm going to start slowly. So we'll go over, and then we'll go back. Later on, we'll do about 8 like that. 1,
Good job, Scarlett.
Then afterwards, I want you to hop as quickly as you can. One of the things I want you to avoid is doing this and double jumping. When we get to the fast ones, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Do your best. If your hat's too big, not Mr. Anzalati, not Mark Cunningham, for some of the younger students, get something smaller, okay? So we're going to go slowly. We'll do 8, okay? So ready, over. 1. Now back over. 2. 3, 4. This is like
Don't fall over, Christian Nimish.
6, 7, 8. Now, we're going to do really fast, okay? If you can't keep up with me, do your best. I'm going to do 8. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you step on your hat, that's a no-no too. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to do circles around our hat. So it's going to be like this. Fast feet like that. We're going to go in one direction. We'll count 5 times. When we finish 5, we'll go back in the other direction. So that's 10 each, okay? So going this way first. Ready? Around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, pick your hat. Put it back on. Good. Now here's the test of a good hat. Up. I would love to be able to see Mr. Anzalati here. Hanging out and down.
It's still on, sir.
It is.
Yes, sir.
You know, I can't see his head.
I know it's still on. It hasn't tipped to the floor.
Up.
There it is.
Yeah, I mean, he'll disappear. It'll take up the whole screen. Down again.
Good job, Abiram.
Come on, Autumn.
Good. Okay, let's sit down and do butterfly stretch. Like this. So I was going to say to keep the sun out of my eyes, but one, we've got fluorescent lights, and two, the sun is making marginal appearances. I don't know about anybody else, but we actually had hail here like 2 hours ago. This weather's crazy. Good, okay. Feet straight out.
Shiloh, is that a pillow on your head?
That should be over your feet. Reach down. See if you can get to the far side of your hat. I can only get to this side. Good. Okay, take your hat. Back on. Butterfly stretch. At the end of class today, I'm going to need Masters Coughlin and Vendetti because we're going to do Sensei Says.
Yes, sir.
And I can't see all the people. Good. Okay. Back out. Hat over one more time. My hat covers my feet. Reaching down. Good. Okay. Now we're going to spread our legs wide. And whatever side the hat's on, that's the side we're going to. So reaching over. Now pick the hat up, swing it way out over the other side. So hat's a point of focus in some of these cases. Wide if I can. Good. Back over one more time. Nice and smoothly. And over to the other side one more time. Watch this. Turn it over upside down. Down the middle. Okay, we're going to count to 10 in Korean. Say, Hana, Tul, Say, Ne, Taso, Yaso, Yugo, Yudo, Aho, Yo. Good. Okay, bring your feet back in. I would love to have seen what Mr. Angelotti did when we turned our hats upside down. Or Mark, if he had that Harry Potter. Up, turn on for uniforms. When you're done, turn back around with attention. Good. Facing Chuya. Nida. Say Kamsamnida. Tangsu. Good. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start off every Chumbi ready position. Good. Right leg back. So we're going to start easy. We're going to work on our kicks. One of the great things about this hat is if you're doing funky stuff with your head, when we're kicking, we're only going to do 2 kicks. We're going to start with an easy one. It's front kick, okay? We'll do front kicks towards you. You'll do them towards me. We'll do them 8 times. And then we're going to do roundhouse kicks, okay? When we do the roundhouse kick, like if Mr. Angelotti's hat doesn't fall off, it's probably not good because he's not pivoting enough and turning away like that. So we'll keep an eye on that. The instructors, Master Vendetti and Master Coughlin, keep an eye on that. So this leg, it's your right leg. We're going to do it 8 times. Remember, keep your hat on. If you have to reach up and touch your hat, that's a push-up. We're all going to do push-ups together at the end. This foot. Ready? Hana! Tool. Say. Ne. Tasso. Yaso. Yugo. Yudo. And switch feet. Same thing on the side. This is just helping us get warm again. A little bit warmer than those basic static stretches. Now we're going to do dynamic stretches. This leg. Ready? Hana. Tool. Say. Ne. Tasso. Yaso. Yugo. Yudo. Good. Jump feet here. Now remember,
Master Burns, we might need push-ups for dropping our hands.
ooh. What about
There
this?
was no hat touching, so we accomplished one goal.
I was gonna say, we're not touching, but our hands are down here. How about this? Okay, here's what we'll do. For a roundhouse kick, we're gonna keep our head in front of our chest, right? So by keeping your head in front of your chest, it's very hard to drop your hands, right? So we're gonna do back leg roundhouse kick. It's a little bit harder. The foot in front's the important one because we're gonna turn, kick, and return. You notice, and I'll do it this way, this foot, how it turns open when I kick. It's really important, which means a couple of things. One, you've got to get your heel up off the ground. You can't spin with your toes up and your heel down, right? You can't pivot. So you pick your heel up, boom, like that. So hat in front of us. If the hat comes up and covers our face, if the hat drops down below our belt, Masters Vendetti and Coughlin, you can assign the group push-ups for that, okay? Right up here in front of our chest. So Mr. Angelotti may not even be able to see me. It's sticking out to here. And I can't remember which hat Mark ended up with. So we're gonna do 8. Right leg first. Ready? Hana! Aya! Tool! Aya! Whoops, almost fell over. Say! Aya! Nay! Aya! Castle! Aya! Yasso! Aya! Rechamber and balance. You go! Aya! Whoops.
Good, Shiloh. Don't forget to kick towards my camera.
Wait, they're not kicking?
They are kicking, sir.
Where are they kicking? They kicking over there?
Yeah.
You got one more. Turn your heel all the way towards me. You know. Hiya. Good. Now we're gonna jump switch. Hiya. Got our hats right here. Don't worry, this is the last kick, and then we're gonna move on to something else. We're gonna make our hats into our opponents for the next segment. Back leg. Mr. Z's flipping hats faster than I can. He keeps switching
Keep
back
it
and
fresh.
forth. So other leg, remember, hat drops down. No good. You keep it up on your chest. Cover your chest up. Ready, back leg. Hana! Aya! Tool! Aya! Say! Aya! Nay! Aya! Castle! Aya! Yasso! Aya! Hold it for a second and snap it. You go! Aya! See my hat. Try and make your hat disappear. You go! Aya! Good. Now, borrow. Let's put our hats back on so our hands are free. Face your feet together. Tria. Say kamsamnida. Tungsu. Now, what we're gonna do next is gonna take a little bit of setup. Hard to do. If you're gonna do it on a sofa, you're gonna have to do it somewhere else. Ideally, you've got a chair or something you can stand a pillow up on. I'm gonna go get a chair and I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna give you guys a second. Now, I can use Bob, but that'd be cheating. So what we're gonna do, and I'm not gonna do it to the front of the chair, I'm actually gonna do it towards the back, right? I'll put my hat on like this was a person. We're gonna do our 1-steps again, but we're gonna do our 1-steps. This is really good with a target. So if I'm doing 1-step sparring number 1, and I'm gonna do it facing you guys. So remember, it's step, wave, chop like this. Or step, wave, punch, sorry. I'm gonna do that same thing, but I'm gonna punch my hat. That's my target. So my target, I'm gonna step, wave, and try and punch my hat off, right? Number 2, step, kick, chop. We're gonna chop it off, right? Number 3, push, and we're gonna elbow the hat off and spinning elbow like that. So take a second if you need to. It would have to be a long couch cushion. It can't really be square. It has to be rectangular. Masters Vendetti and Coughlin, do you think this is the best orientation for me to be doing it?
Yes, sir.
Logan Thomas is all set.
Okay.
Looks good, sir.
Okay.
Collins, I think, is a dog head.
No, he's Colin Wolf, has a wolf head.
Oh, it's a wolf. I didn't see if it was a wolf or a dog, sir.
Master Barnes,
Yes.
I don't really know what to make as how I should make a target.
Okay, is that Nimish?
Yeah.
Nimish, I saw a sofa behind you. Are the cushions attached? You got sofa cushions that lay on the sofa like this, right? I know it's hard if you don't have, like if I had a sofa, so if it was a sofa and it was on the end where there was a wall here, I'll hold on, I'll create something. It's imperfect, but so imagine this is the side of the sofa, and obviously the side of the sofa ends right here. And this is where you sit, right? So what I'm talking about is like this, right? Like I'm sitting in the corner of a sofa. So I'd set this up, and you guys are lucky because you don't have that right there. Put my hat on, and then I'd step out, like that. So it's the corner of a sofa, but you guys won't have to worry about the seat here. Do your best. If you don't have anything, we'll try again later this week. So think about bringing a chair or something, okay? So.
Make sure you hit it hard, Shiloh. Make sure you hit it hard.
By the way, yes, you got to knock the hat off. One of the reasons we're doing one steps is frequent. Two of the reasons. One is because people struggle to remember them, and two is because they're one step, which means you don't need a lot of space, okay? So chambering from here, remember, we're going to chamber like this. We're going to step, wave, chop, or step, chop, punch. We're going to hit the hat off. So stand right there behind. This hand is open. Step with the foot here. Ready? Yikes, step out. Chop, punch. Yeah. See, and off we go. So now we got a point of focus. Rather than punching in the air, we're trying to punch that hat, and we're focusing on hitting it right in the center. So knocking it off. It's not, a lot of these hats aren't stuff. Mr. Angelotti's got actually an advantage here because his hat's like this tall, so it's easy to hit.
Good job there, Logan. Good job.
So one more time right here. Number one again. Step, wave, punch. Yeah. Oh, I hit my pillow. That wasn't very good. Okay, borrow. Now remember number two. And again, I'm going to step out in front to demonstrate these first. So we're going to chamber on this side. We're going to step. We're going to kick. The kick's not going to hit. We don't want to hit anything. We're going to kick, and then chop is what we take the, we're going to take the hat off with, okay? So we're starting behind. Hands are on this side. I'm just going to offset a little so you can see me. So from here, step that way. Step one. Other leg. Kick, pass, chop. Yeah, like that. And off we go.
Good job, Abiram.
Yeah.
Our hats are going to be pretty beat up by the time we're done. Let's see if we can get all the way to 6 this time, okay? So from here, remember, it's going to be step, kick, chop. And I'm actually going to kick in front of my pillow. I don't want to knock the chair over because then my hat will be gone. Okay? So from here, step one, kick, pass, kick, chop. Yeah, like that. Look at that. Took it right off.
Use your front hand, Nimish. I know you're trying to hit your hat, but make sure you're doing the right hand, okay?
Now, here's the other thing. It's easy when we're hitting something, a target, to let this hand kind of dangle. Like we go like this. Yeah, like that. But what I want you to do is I want you to think about bringing your chest out like this. Pinching your back together like that. When you chop, yeah, like that. That means you're using big muscles in your body. Okay, number 3. So number 3, remember, and I messed this up last week, right? It's going to be push here. You notice I didn't totally turn. So when I'm doing this, I'm actually going to feel like from here, when I push, you can see my feet outside. And then I'm going to hit elbow here and knock it off, spinning elbow and go where it was like that, okay? So make sure you hit it with the first elbow. So, and again, we're just trying to figure out ways to use things that are in our house to make us better martial artists and giving us something to focus. So from here, remember, you're going to block, when you step, you're going to block right above your hat like that, okay? So from here, we'll do number 3. From here, first, step. You see I'm stepping beside my chair, not into it. And I push the punch out of the way. This hand goes on top. The blocking hand goes on top. Shift center. Elbow. Oh, I missed it. I got to hit it on the spinning elbow. Spinning elbow. Yeah. I missed twice. That'll work. So let's try it one more time. Aim. Remember, I'm stepping out here, but push. You see, that gives me width. So I push the punch out of the way. Shift elbow. Spinning elbow. Yeah. Like that. Borrow. Okay, now number 4 is going to be a little harder. Number 4 is going to be harder because I actually want you to try and kick your hat off. It depends on what kind of hat you've got. If you got a baseball cap or something and the brim's sticking out like that, you might be able to hit it here. Don't kick the chair. So if we step back, remember, from here, I'm going to chamber my hands. I'm going to kick, and I'm going to punch 1, punch 2 like that, okay? So if you don't hit it with your kick or you're not comfortable because you're worried about the chair, then hit it with your punch, your first punch, okay? So remember, it's going to be back like this. Hands go here, and then you're going to kick, punch, punch like that, okay? So I'm going to give myself, And mine is not at all cooperating. Let me see if it'll cooperate better like this. I don't know. We'll see. I could break my foot doing that.
We're sure you could lower Bob and put it on top of Bob's head.
If I use Bob, I thought about using Bob, but that's cheating. So from here, turn sideways. Remember, hands go to front hip. Good. Back leg. Kick. Punch. Yeah, I got it. And borrow. So, one more time. We're doing each one twice here. Get my hat to stay. Gotta have the brim sticking off a little bit. I don't want to trim my toenails, remember? So this foot steps back, you turn sideways. So turning sideways, pull your hands down your front hip. This hand under, this hand across. Back leg. Kick. Punch. Yeah!
Vincent, let me see your kick, punch, punch.
And borrow. Remember, you've got to do all the pieces. It's like a recipe. Recipe for chocolate chip cookies. You leave out the butter, you leave out the eggs. God, you leave out the chocolate chip cookies, it's not worth anything. Okay, so number 5, remember, these come in pairs. Number 5 and number 3 are kind of alike. We're going to start the same way, but instead of we're going to start the same way, but instead of blocking up, we're going to block down. My hand is still going to be, I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to be blocking above my hat. Then I'm going to shift center, and I'm going to chop my hat right off my target here. So from here, remember, so look, I'm aiming right over the hat. This hand is right here. So I'm going to step out and push down like you're going to squash your hat right above it, right? So I push the punch out of the way. Now shift center. Yeah, like that. Oh, where'd my hat go? It's gone. I got to go get it. Borrow. Okay. So one more time. And again, remember, especially for the senior belts, for Colin Wolf, for the older students too, Mark Cunningham, Luke Anzalotti, what you've got to do is you've got to realize the first move is dealing with a punch that's coming right towards you. So visualization is very important. So from here, aiming again, this hand here. Remember my step. So from here, I'm going to step so you can see my entire foot out here. I'm not going to step behind my chair, right? It's called a side stance. So from here, step, push down. 1, pull back, chop. Yeah, like that. And you notice this hand disappears. You can see my elbow behind me. Borrow. Now, number 6.
Mark's hat went far.
Yes, like a Frisbee. Okay, so number 6. I thought about this. I went number 6. On number 6, it's a lot like number 4. Remember, I said they come in pairs. So number 6, we're going to step back like we did for number 4. We're going to chamber here. My opponent keeps slouching, which is something a lot of you are very good at. I've seen when you've been in your homes. Stay. Okay, so number 6, it's going to be here. You're going to chamber here. I don't want you to hit it with your roundhouse kick. It's going to be very difficult depending on how high it is. He's going to fall over. Roundhouse kick, punch, and then I want you to chop it. So that's what hits your hat. So it's going to be the 3rd technique. So you got to do all 3. You cannot skip right to the chop. Okay? This is a very short opponent I've got here. Oop, now it's standing. Okay. Now, the weight of the hat seems to be causing issues here. Okay, let's do it quickly. Step back here, chamber here, roundhouse, whoop, there he goes. I'm just gonna do mine. Roundhouse kick over the target if you can. Roundhouse kick, punch, chop. Yeah, and chop it right off the top.
Hit it, Luke.
Wait, this is the person whose next test is black belt? I'm giving you a chance to actually hit something, not something particularly heavy. I'm just gonna leave it like this. So we'll do number 6 one more time. Step back, turn sideways. So our hands are up here, right? So back leg, roundhouse kick, try and kick right over it. Kick, punch, yeah, like that. My hat flew across the room. Good, borrow, back we go. I need to go get my hat, hold on. Good, okay, everybody face here. Cheer. Niva say, 감사합니다. Tongsu. I'm gonna move my stuff here. Good, and we're back. 2 more things we're gonna do. We're gonna do hat sit-ups, which I was gonna delete, but I have to see if Mr. Anzalotti can do this with that huge hat. We're gonna keep our legs straight. We're gonna do a sit-up. Put it over our feet. and down, sit up. Like that, okay? So we're gonna do 10 total. We're gonna start with our hat on. Has anybody touched their hat or lost their hat yet, Masters Vendetti and Coughlin?
No, sir. They're very talented today.
They are, okay. Well, we're gonna do it 10 times. Hat starts on.
I would like to see Master Vendetti do these with her hat as well, sir.
I would actually rather Master Vendetti not have to go to a hospital in the current circumstances. And I think,
Thank you for your pity, Master Barnes.
There's a
What was
doctor. There's a doctor in the house, sir.
yeah, okay. If I were to ask you what doctor you least wanted to treat you, could I guess the name?
Please, sir.
Okay, there we go. So we're gonna do 10. Start on your backs. Good for Mr. Ancelotti. This is great because you can't lay all the way back, so it keeps the stomach muscles tight. Ready? Up and off and on your feet and down. That's 1. Up and back on your head and down. That's 2. Up.
Go, Luke. Looking good. Don't put your hands on the ground.
Up.
Good job, Abiram.
And on. This is 4. Luke, Mr. Ancelotti's touching the ground. What's the matter with him? I'm gonna
Vincent,
kick him.
what are you doing?
Up. 5 and down. Up.
Good, Logan.
6 and down. Up. 7 and down. Up.
Nice, Shiloh.
8 and down.
And Scarlett. Look at Scarlett go.
9 and down and up. 10 and down. So the next class is going to wonder why I have hat head. Okay, the last thing we're going to do. Masters Coughlin and Vendetti and Mr. Zachariah. Excuse me, I have to turn around. Need to keep an eye on this. We're going to play Sensei Says. We're going to play for a couple of minutes, okay? Hat can be part of it too, okay? So when I say, if I say Sensei Says front kick, yeah. If I say front kick without saying Sensei Says, you do it. You've got to sit. Once we get 3 people sitting, we'll reset, okay? Good. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, everybody, turn attention. Can you bow? Okay. Step out in ready position. Sensei Says begins now. Good. Okay, take off your hat. Good. Anybody? No?
Oh,
We
Scarlett.
got some.
Oh, Mark.
Okay, that was practice run. Put your hat back on. You didn't fall for that, did you?
Oh, no, Master Barnes.
If you,
I'm already?
Maybe you should tell the rules again.
Okay.
Well, we have people without hats on to begin with.
Well, then they're, okay. If I don't say Sensei Says before I tell you to do something, you don't have to do it. So if I say Sensei Says take off your hat, you take it off. Now if I say pick up your hat, you don't do it because I didn't say Sensei Says first. Right?
do you have a hat that you can get or no?
What's your hat, Victor?
Victor, just pull out a hair every time I say take a hat off. You still look like you got a ton of it. Just go ding, like that, okay? So we're gonna start again. Sensei Says begins now. Everybody right leg back. Aya! Good. Remember, front hand is punching. Jab. Aya! I got somebody. I know I did.
I didn't see anybody.
Good. Okay, Sensei Says jab. Aya! Sensei Says front kick. Aya! Good. Reverse punch. Aya! Yeah? It's harder because I can't go 100 miles
I
an
think
hour.
we got a beer on that.
Okay,
Reverse
take your
punch.
hat off. Hands up. Nobody?
Oh, don't follow for that.
You guys are falling for the hat thing. Good. Okay, Sensei Says everybody hats on. Sensei Says everybody hats off, but in your hand. Sensei Says front kick. Aya! Good. Sensei Says reverse punch. Aya! Sensei Says high block with your hat. Aya! Good. Okay, put your hat back on real quick. Okay.
No.
Oh, Abiram!
Got a beer.
And
Only 2 words you're really worried about are Sensei Says. If you don't hear Sensei Says, then you don't do it. Okay? Good. So Sensei Says reverse punch. Aya! Sensei Says low block. Aya! High block. Aya! Yeah?
Is that Colin?
We got Colin. I haven't got through 3 techniques in a row without getting somebody. Good. Okay, hands up, everybody. Sensei Says knee strike. Aya! Good. Front kick. Aya! Good. Lead leg front kick. Did I get everybody on that first front kick?
No, Master Barnes, but does it count as a front kick if they're kicking at ankle height?
No, that just means shake whatever's on your shoe off. Good. Sensei says hats off. Good. Okay, pick them back up. That's enough. You ready? Good. Sensei says jab. Yeah. Sensei says reverse punch. Yeah. Good. Knee strike. Yeah. Front kick. Did I get it?
I didn't see anybody.
Good. You guys, we got through 3. We're going to keep going. Good. Reverse punch. Yeah. Nobody? Jab. Yeah. Did we finally learn the game?
No, sir, you've gotten some.
Okay, we're going to work on this. I have one suggestion for you guys. If you're lousy at Sensei Says, but you hear your mother every time she talks to you, you're probably doing okay. Okay, so everybody put your hats back on. Sensei Says it's over. We're good. Hey, feet together. Pay attention. Bow. They come from Mira. Okay. Oh, sorry, one more thing. Masters Benvetti and Coughlin are on this in this class right now, so we need to bow to them. Everybody facing here like they were standing next to me. Salvador's kicking yay. Say kamsamnida. Tungsu. Okay, I'm coming on in.
If you need to put the hat back on. Why?
Perhaps I can take a screenshot.
Put the hat back on.
Now, hold on a second. I'm going to unmute you guys. And I got to go to gallery view. So what we need to do, Mr. Z wants to do something. Everybody puts their hats on and gets up close enough to the screen so we can see you with your hats. Get close to the screen. There you go. There you go.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Victor, just pull your hair out in front of your face. I like it, Shiloh. And Abiram, make sure you're in the center of the screen. I can't see you because Mr. Z is going to take a screenshot.
In order to do this.
All right, everybody look at
Everybody look at the screen.
Say cheese.
Say cheese. Okay, great. Now I have one more suggestion. Anybody who's using a phone or a tablet, turn it like this when you do it. There you go, Victor. Now we got the whole screen. Then we can see more of you, right? If it's like this, it cuts off at the side. So it would kind of be like having that much of me, right? So turn them sideways like that. So we're going to do more hat work this week.
Okay.
Um,
I want to go in the picture. Hey, don't push me now. Sorry.
Make a suggestion, Master Barnes?
what was that?
Can I make a
Keep going.
If someone's using their phone and they turn it on the side, they might see a smaller you.
They might
You're
see
blocking me. You're blocking me.
You can stop that, though.
Okay, who's arguing and why? Christian Namish, I'm going to come to your house with a bullhorn and yell at you for half an hour. Knock it off. Okay, so, yeah, but, so Ms. Rain is right. Ms. Rain, I see it, Shiloh, congratulations. If Ms. Rain is right, if you turn it this way and it's a smaller me, then turn it this way during class and then turn it that way when we're talking. Okay? So, anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you all for coming. You can feel free to change hats. I've got one more hat, and I might even try it. One more hat. I might even try it with Bob's hat next time. Okay. So you guys have a great Tuesday and Wednesday night. You guys have a great
Bye.